What's up everybody, Daniel de Groot here. Welcome to this new video. In this one I'm gonna explain the footlock rules to you guys. So you never again get disqualified for doing the footlock the wrong way. I'm gonna explain to you the most important things. I will take a look at the rule book, explain what's written there, and I'm gonna show you guys a low light, the hall of shame. My students breaking the rules and me as a coach having a heart attack on the sidelines. Hope you enjoy. A lot of people have difficulties with understanding what they can and can't do in regards to the footlock. So in this video I want to take away some of the questions I usually get, and also I want to use this video to just send to my students that don't know the rules about footlock. So let's take a look. We're going to talk about most IBJJF kind of rule sets. If hooks are allowed, you can just do whatever variation of the straight footlock you want to do. But we're going to look at the straight footlock when heel hooks or toe holds or knee bars are not allowed. So most white belt competitions, gi and no gi. Straight footlocks should attack the ankle, so we can overextend the foot like this with the straight footlock, or on the inside with the cross footlock. Whatever leg we're attacking, we can only turn towards that leg. So that's the first rule of knee reaping. You can only turn towards the leg you're attacking. So if I'm attacking Sarah's left leg, I can only turn towards her left, right? So I'm attacking this leg, I can only turn to this side. I can't turn to the side of the free leg. So I can easily turn this way, that's all no problem. But if I would turn towards the free leg, now I'm reaping. So now I could get disqualified depending on the rules and on the competition. Some referees are a little bit more lenient, especially with beginner competitions. They will tell you to stop and reset the position, but sometimes you also get disqualified immediately. So we can only turn towards the foot we're attacking. Now let's say I'm going for the cross footlock instead of the straight footlock. So the foot is on the other side of my body. The same rule applies. So I can only turn towards the leg I'm attacking. Let's say I'm attacking this leg, I can only turn towards that side. Okay, I can't turn towards the free leg. Here, I'm knee reaping. The rules try to prevent the knee from coming in. That's what the rules are made for, because they say here there's some danger for injuries. We can always open the knee, but we can never close the knee. That's the idea. So we can never turn towards the free leg. Not like this, and not like this. Okay, let's look at that from a different angle. I'm attacking this leg, I can only turn towards that leg. I can't turn towards the free leg. If I'm attacking a cross footlock, so the foot crosses my body, I still only go to the side I'm attacking, not towards the free leg. That's the first part of the rule. The second part of the rule is my foot can't cross the midline. What do we mean with that? Let's do it on this side. This foot here, so nog iets erbij. It can't cross Sarah's midline. So the midline between her nose and her belly button, I can't cross it. As soon as I cross it, I will get either disqualified or I get a penalty, or the referee sets us, depending on the rule set, depending on the referee. We can't cross the midline. So my heel is on the midline, but my toes are pointing out, never pointing the toes in. Then I might get disqualified. Also, when heel hooks are allowed, when you can do like twisting leg locks, don't point your toes in. If Sarah does that on me, here, if she points her toes in, there's a nasty counter lock here. My friend Jörg from Sticks and Stones in Munster, he's really good at this one. So you don't want to do that. You want to keep your toes pointed out. Now you're safe, okay? So even when it's allowed, you don't want to do that too much, like this. So we can't cross the midline. Same thing when we're attacking the cross footlock, we can't cross the midline, here. Now, a little bit more complex. So these are the two most basic rules. Most of the white belts, this should be enough for you. Don't turn towards the free leg. Don't cross the midline. Now, a little bit more complex is the so-called cross ashi position here. This is technically a legal position. We can go here, but there are a lot of restrictions. I can't attack the leg that's strapped, so I can't footlock this one because it's being reaped. I can attack the secondary leg. Here, I can do footlocks on this because there's no pressure on the knee. That's one. So I can't attack this one, I can't do footlocks on it, I can only attack the secondary leg. But another thing is, if she puts weight on this foot, I also get pulled out of the position. So let's say Sarah builds a base here, Now it's also an illegal position, because now again there's tension on the foot. So as long as the foot is in the air and not being attacked, this is okay. As soon as the foot goes on the ground and there's tension on the knee, it's not okay. Should go back. And as long as I don't attack the foot, it's okay. As soon as I start attacking this foot with whatever lock, it's also not okay. So those are the basic rules for competitions where footlocks are allowed, but heel hooks or toe holds are not allowed. So I decided to grab the IBJJF rulebook to see what they had to say and to explain it a little bit better even. Let's start with the things that will get you disqualified. So the things that will get you disqualified, focused on here, are mainly crossing the midline while the foot is trapped. So here in the first images, you see that the foot is all the way across and the ankle is trapped, either by the ground or by holding it. Then it's illegal. You get disqualified if you do this. Below you see the 50-50 guard. In the 50-50 guard, they're focusing on that you can turn towards the free foot. As soon as the foot goes on the ground, it's illegal to turn towards the free foot because now it's trapped. So these are the things that will get you disqualified. Now the second category are things that won't get you disqualified, but they will get you a penalty and they will reset you from the position. And those are shown right here. You see that the foot is only slightly crossing the midline, just a little bit, then it would reset you and start the position again and give you a penalty. The positions below that, right here, those are completely legal. So the first two, they speak for itself. There's no crossing of the midline. He's not turning towards the free leg. Now the third picture, that's an interesting one, because now the foot is reaping across all the way, so not even a little bit, but all the way. But since the foot is free, he's underhooking it, he's not attacking it, it's not on the ground, he can actually do this. So that's the first exception. The second exception is when you cross the midline, but you do it below the knee. So as you can see, this guy is reaping with his left leg across, but since it's below the knee line, it's not an actual reap and it's completely legal. So you have the ones you get disqualified for, the ones you get a penalty for and a reset, and then you have the completely legal things. Now let's take a look at the cross ashi rules. Those are a little bit more complex. First two images are completely legal, so there's no weight on the foot. The guy in the blue gi is sitting down. That's okay. Also, it's okay to attack the secondary leg. Now the image on the right, that's interesting. If the person in the blue gi puts weight on that foot, it will be illegal for purple belts and below. They recently changed these rules. For black belts and brown belts, it's okay to be in the situation, but for purple belts and below, they can't be in a cross ashi when there's weight on the foot. So that clears things up a little bit. General advice: whenever you go to a competition, doesn't matter if you've been there a lot of times or that's the first time, make sure to read the rules. Whatever competition you go to, when I go to a competition the night before, I will read the rules again. Doesn't matter if I went to 100 IBJJF competitions, every time I go to compete there, I will read the rules again just to get a refreshment, because you might get confused. There's a lot of different rule sets. Grappling Industries has different rules than IBJJF. ADCC has different rules than Super Fights. So you need to read the rules before you go to the competition. That's the easiest way. These are the most common rules for footlocks for beginner level. So this should help you, but make sure to read the rules carefully before you go, and that way you can solve a lot of problems, like not getting disqualified and losing a match you should have won. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, and see you guys next time.